Okay, good afternoon. Then we will do this 11th one. No? This also comes under the power politics, another skill set leader requires. Online members can hear, no? Right. Learning outcome is groups and teams or power politics. I said groups and teams. No? Yeah, this is the previous one. Right, groups and teams also comes under reading. Power politics is the next one. I required mistaken. All common topics for reading. Right. Then this is having we believe that this covers two parts. As mentioned in the topic, groups and teams both are there. First, we will define it. We will consider groups first, then teams after that. How to distinguish groups and teams? How to distinguish? Which is bigger? Teams or groups? Group is bigger, no? It's the set. Teams are subsets. Group is the set. As an example, this class can be considered as a group, no? From that we can identify teams. That's how we did, no? Form teams for your side. Next week we have some. Then that's how we at the substance level we can see compare both. But theoretically there are these what is called differences between groups and teams. Right. Later we will identify some differences. Right. This is a definition, no? But traditionally we define a group in what way? Even now it is very simple definition. Looking at the membership requirement. It's a collection of or gathering of two or more members, no, to do a common task, to achieve a common goal. That's how simply group can be defined. Group is a collection of two or more members to achieve a common purpose. There we considered only the membership requirement. Minimum 2 members should be there. But here there are more conditions. No? decide a group in addition to the basic membership requirements. That's why it says that if a group exists in an organization, its members, then membership requirement related definition is already there. It was considered. But you can consider that also is also correct. But I read down. Group for a team is a collection of two or more members to achieve a common purpose. Right. Then those members should have these conditions or behavioral characteristics also. Then only actually in the modern complex organizations, business environments, we can consider groups. These are some core conditions required. In addition to the membership required. That's the basic one. Right. Those members should have the motivation, no? What we discussed before. They need to have a motivation or willingness to join, no? Or work collective in the group. Right. That is one condition. Second one, they should perceive that those members should perceive that they belong to a group, unified unit or a group, which is interactive. That's the second requirement, second condition. Third one, then through the interaction, each member should contribute, no, to the group process based on his or her skills or abilities. Right. That was considered in motivation also. No? Right. Then different members contribute to the group process or to the group different ways, varying ways, or varying amounts. Right. In doing so, in performing in that way, mostly they do agreement. They have agreements, but sometimes they have disagreements or conflicts also. Those are not always bad. Right. Then these are the four other requirements, no? In addition to the membership requirement that we should consider to define a group or a team. But still we are in the group concept. Right. And then you can consider these as well. No? But the traditional definition is also correct. Today and in future, we can consider that group is the collection of two or more members joining to achieve a common goal. As for the organizational behavior, these are some additional requirements. A group should display. Group members should display. Right. Then this diagram depicts the theory of group formation. No? Theory of group formation. Let's say the two members are there. No? Who are the members? The nine are the two individuals forming that group. Group is the Z. It is indicated as the Z. Right. Then minimum requirement has been fulfilled there. No? Members were required. They are there as X and Y. They have formed the set team, set group. Right. Therefore, this theory with this diagram is named as the balance theory. Balance theory of group formation. What should be balanced by the individual members? Balancing means they need to have common attitudes and values. The members need to have common attitudes and values. Then only they can form and continue the group. You also have similar educational values. No? That's why you selected this institution and the program to continue your higher studies. Right. Then in making that decision, you all presented common attitudes and values. to come here to studies here. Your background is also similar. No? You have come from the commerce field, study management, business management. And as a specialized one into applied accounting, no? In all these aspects, you have such common educational attitudes and values to come here. Other variables can be different. From family background, school background, those might be different. This is the common setup. Right. But anyhow, as mentioned here in black color words, our attitudes and values are moderated by these variables. Variables like our religion, politics, lifestyle, marriage, work, authority, education, and many others, many more. Which are influencing the formation of our attitudes and values. These are more belief related. These can directly determine our beliefs. Based on our beliefs, our attitudes and values are forming. But as per this balanced theory of group formation introduced by Theodore Newcomb, those days in early 1960s, those members who wish to form a group should have common attitudes and values. Should hold common attitudes and values. Then those are the determinants of our members' attitudes and values. Only selected variables have been given. There are many more. Those are coming from sociology. Right, group is a topic to be borrowed from sociology, not from psychology. These are group level. These are discussed in an organization at the group level, not at the individual level. But individuals should form the groups. Individual behavior should be discussed at this level throughout. Right, the workforce diversity, all are in the group level. Group and organization level behaviors. Right, that's how this theory should be understood. It applies to any context where we should talk about group formation at the societal level as well as at the organizational level. Okay, now balancing means holding common attitudes and values by the particular prospective members belong to the group. Yeah, indeed, very difficult to change once established in a behavior. They can change, not drastically, but little by little, slightly. Right, then based on this is a different one. Earlier we discussed the previous slide, we noted the group formation theory. This picture presents 5 stages in a group development process. Before team development process. Each verb ends with ing form. There are 5 different INGs: forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. Right. In a stage like that, we see differences in the behaviors of the leader and the members. Right. What is seen in the first stage, forming? The leader and the members have faced, or they are facing uncertainty. They are not clear about the basic ground rules applicable to the group. They are not clear about the goal, task, roles, leadership, membership, norms, rewards, etc. That's why it is said as the forming. Forming means a lot of uncertain things are there. or everything is uncertain. Not certain. Right. Then that uncertainty brings the second stage, storming. Where members members and the leader try to argue with each other, no? Argue with each other to present their hostile behavior. So, yeah, as mentioned in the definition, here disagreement easy. But in the third stage only they come to an agreement, compromise about the ground rules. Then it is right opposite to the first stage, third one, no meat. Yeah, certainty is high about all the ground rules. The first stage, uncertainty is high about the ground rules. Second stage, feels the two gaps of the two, allowing members and the leader to argue for the ground rules with the matters. Right. Then after members come in or reaching this normal stage, then next they can perform. They can play their roles. Leader plays the leader role. Members play their member roles. But altogether they try to contribute in as a performance of the group. They try to contribute. So the leader try to get the task done, jobs done. Then even an organization, no? One organization can be treated as a group, no? Or a family can be treated as a group. A school can be treated as a group. A society can be treated as a group. Even a country can be treated as a group. There are many groups, even in an organization. There are many functional groups. Right, then all groups pass the last stage, adjourning also, no? Where members experience unusual behaviors and actions of the leader and the members. Sometimes the early recognized leaders and members can leave the organization. New members may join the organization. Then some writers call the last adjourning stage is only applicable for the temporal teams, not for the spanning permanent groups. One way it is correct, but we see, the adjourning is not ending the continuation. Even while continuing, members can go with a new name. No? The organization can go ahead with a new name. Yeah, happening now in strategic alliances like mergers and acquisitions. Previous organizations was dissolved. New ownership and the management come. But they may continue the same name. Or they may continue the same task with a new name, new organization name. Therefore, we can argue for those titles. Say that no, the last stage, the adjourning fifth stage is only applicable for the temporal needs. It can apply to anyone, anything. Change is a must, no? They should be embraced. Yeah, the changes are the norms in the last stage. But while facing changes, organization can continue, no? For the long future. That is seen now, most of the times. That's how the last stage there should be understood that argument with many arguments. Now, clear cut agreement about the last stage, the journey. But it says that we may disband on achieving the goals, or because members need. With the fulfillment also, this can happen with the fulfillment of the goals, initial goals stated by the organization. It is similar to finishing as well. But it is not only finishing. The organization can go with some changes, no? Changes towards the future. Right. Anyhow, the diagram presents the 5 stages of the group or team development process. This is common to both concepts, not only to teams. In textbooks, the term group is considered here, but here team has also been considered. Then I say that both are relevant for these 5 stages. Team is a special group, no? It comes under group. Both are interchangeable. Groups, teams are coexist, interchangeable. Later we will see some differences between them. Okay, no? Both are clear, no? The group formation theory and the group development process. Or 5 stages in the group development process. Both are identical things. 2 different things. This applies to family also, no? Family. Right. But in most traditional families now, they are only parents. Even in Srilanka. No children, no, they have separate families. But parents are continuing the life, no? But they are now staying at the adjoining stage. Then children also will come to the same stage. Right. Then they become adults. Then their children may have it, maybe living now separately as now I explain. Right. Therefore, adjoining is not the last destination, no? It continues. The parents may be happy, no, since they have contributed, no, to their life, to the society, to their children. But still, they should live separately. Yeah, that's how these 5 stages should be understood. That's why I mentioned, no, all these are discussed in sociology, in a society. But organizational researchers have borrowed it to continue their studies, no, in management and business. But they have been borrowed from those 4 subjects like psychology, sociology, social psychology, anthropology, economics. Like but earlier we had a different mode, no? Yeah, the keys, many keys were there. Supportive keys were there. This is the master slide mode. Moving. Somebody is helping me. How to scroll up and down. That's it. Oh, side move. Yeah, if it is there, then yeah, this is another way. Yeah, we go on. remove this problem. Right, now next subheading is about types of different types of groups. I touched this point already. Right. As per sociology, all these different types of groups can be seen. First, we can consider the primary, secondary groups. That set. Second set is small and large groups. Third one is highly seen in organizations. Different coalitions are forming to achieve different purposes. Right. Examples for different coalitions are board of directors, middle managers, line managers, functional managers, quality control circles, ERP teams, project teams, are different examples for coalitions. They are interacting group of individuals, so individuals belong to the teams formed to achieve a special purposes. They are somewhat independent from the formal structure. And they have the mutual collaboration, perception. They are formed to handle different issues or problems faced by organization. That's what I referred to in those examples. ERP teams, project teams, quality control circles or quality control teams. What is board of directors, even trade unions are coalitions. In societies also, there are different coalitions in a society also. Different groups are there, political parties are there. National level also there are trade unions. Right, then next classification is membership and reference groups. Then Sri Lanka is a good example for the membership group. Through the membership, they try to satisfy their personal goals and societal goals, organizational goals. Likewise, there are many professional membership associations. In an organization also, there can be membership groups, like welfare societies, sports societies, welfare societies, mutual funds. Right. Then reference groups can be considered to explain or compare the behaviors of different groups, but that is highly used in marketing and consumer behavior also. The popular individuals or groups as popular groups teams like Sri Lankan cricket team now it is diminishing. Popularity is diminishing. They have the talents, as I said, they are not trying to win a match. That is essential. You are looking at the poor performance of Australian team now. We can say Sri Lankan team is better in talents. Still we can have hopes, but they are not planning the match. As to mention, they should plan. That is like so instructors also. They have now working serving in different countries. But India all are trying to work for the country, play for the country. Whoever retired, they tries to do that. Is the current teams. That is not seen in our country. Not only in sports, in any area, all areas, that is not seen. Teamwork orientation is very poor. People try to achieve their individual goals. After coming to that, achieving that, they are not serving the country. That's the second part. Otherwise, our people have enough talents to compete with other teams. Right. That's our reference groups. Then, in comparing the Australian team with and Sri Lankan teams, we are following the use of reference groups. Is to compare, not different groups. Then, in and out groups are similar to the formal and informal groups, but there are differences. In groups, the majority of members of the group tries to follow the dominant rules, regulations, values of the organization. That is similar to the formal group. Right. Then members in out groups try to deviate. They try to deviate from the organizational routines. Right. That's why it is said that's out groups. That is somewhat similar to the informal groups, but not the same. Right. Then in mostly we should use the last classification to identify organizational groups. It applies to many other topics, no? Communication also, we divided communication as formal and informal communication. Organizational structure also can be divided, no? As formal structure and informal structure. Likewise, groups also can be mainly divided in organizations as formal groups and informal groups. The members in a formal group should follow the hierarchy. The members in an informal group should be based on their friendship or other personal character. Closeness, friendships, interests, those are the factors used by them to gather as informal groups or informal teams. But both are existing in an organization. We should not, or managers should not separate them. Sometimes a lot of benefits can be provided by the informal groups. Communication also is essential. The informal communication is providing very interesting information. Information. It is faster than the formal processor. Here also informal groups may provide a lot of benefits for both managers and employees. Therefore, formal and informal groups and coalitions can be well recognized in an organization. But other types of groups also can be used to explain the members' behaviors in an organization. Small, large, primary, secondary, in and out, membership, preference, all should be used coalitions. But maybe we should consider formal groups and informal groups. Okay, now. Then, with this, we can finish our discussion on group. No? Yeah, next one is about teams, work teams. Right, then these two scholars, researchers are popular in team research area, Senbeck and Smith. Right, they have provided this definition of teams comparatively, compared with the explanations given for groups. Right, then both should be considered together, not only one at a time. Right. But the main difference between work groups and work teams should be understood considering the members' collective effort. That is said as their synergetic effort. Right. Then compared to a work group, the synergy is very collective result of synergetic effect is very high in the team situation. Right. Then this is based on the systems theory in management. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. That is mainly in a team, but in a group. In a group, members try to perform individually, personal, independent. In a team, only they have the team spirit to do the things collective, mutual. The results are higher in a team, no, than in a group. Right. It is explained here. The working group performance is a function of what its members do as individuals, or independently, not interdependently. The team's performance includes both. In a team, both should be there. They have to do individual work as well as the collective work. Both there should be there parallel. A team's performance includes both individual results, but we call results and the team results, what we call collective work results, collective work products. This collective work results or collective work product is what two or more members should work together, or must work together. It reflects their joint or real contribution given to the team as members. That is enough in doing your completing your assignment also. No? Now in this class, you have the group orientation. In this working in a normal class, you have the group orientation. But knowing the deadline, no? Coming close, right, to submit the report or to do a presentation, then you feel enthusiasm to do performing. There you have the team orientation, not a group orientation. There you have to do both individual work as well as the team work. Simultaneous. That's why we should compare work groups and work teams. Both are interrelated. Here we have to consider the synergy effect of the two. It is higher in team members than group members. Right. Then this table presents more differences between work groups and work teams. Yeah, I prefer you to have another column and rows front to present the particular variable or the dimension. Right. Then there, as the key, you have to write the words, any word like these dimensions, criteria, variables, or factors. Right. For those factors, no, we see the differences between work groups and work teams. Right. If we consider the first row, what is the factor? Coming here. That's the leadership, no? How leadership appears in a work group and a work team. Leadership. Plus the criterion is leadership. Right. How the group leadership appears? For groups, there are strong, clearly focused leaders, which are positions are permanent, like production managers, marketing manager. Whoever comes there, the position remains. Or the person holds that for a longer period of time. Not like in the team. team leadership position. It's a group leadership position. No? Production manager, marketing manager, finance manager, HR manager, those are work groups, planning groups, or functional groups. Right. But in a work team, the leadership is formed temporarily. It is for a short period of time. It is a rotative or shared among different members over time. Right. That's our leadership. Next factor can be seen differently in a work group and a work team. Right. Second criteria is what? Based on the second row. It deals with the responsibility or accountability of the members. Responsibility or accountability. Right. In a work group, they should have the individual responsibility or individual accountability. Perform the task. They personally should do that. But in a team, both should be there. No? Both individual and mutual, collective responsibility accountability, both should be there. That's how we see a difference between work groups and teams with regard to the members' accountability or responsibility. Right. Third one, nature of the task. Nature of the task or nature of the purpose or the task. And then members in a work group do the same purpose, no? Same purpose given to them by the organization through the hierarchy. Nothing different. They are supposed to do the same thing assigned by the hierarchy. Right. But when they hold memberships in a team, they have to perform a specific task. That's why a matrix relationship happens. But we discuss in organizing. While doing our normal duty, we have to do other. We have other responsibilities also to do for a project or for a special task. That's how we see a difference in the task assigned when we work in a group and work in a team. Then task completion or work product is the next criterion. No? Then similar things, explanation can be given as mentioned above. The work product of a group should be performed individually, personally, not collective, personally. But the work product task completion should be done in a team, collective, mutually. But responsibility is there finally, personally. Whatever the situation, no? Group or a team, the members should have the responsibility personally. They can't assign responsibility to another one. It should be done. They have the obligation to do that personally. Then next criterion is what? Decision making, no? Or decision making, or nature of decision making. Decision making or information sharing. Information sharing or decision making. Or better to say information sharing. Oh, both are correct, no? Decision making or information sharing. In groups, mainly members try to do meetings, no? They try to run traditional meetings, functional meetings to share information. But we can't replace that with another one, no? We need to have a meeting, it should be done, no? It cannot be no alternatives for meetings, right? But we can use different methods, modes to have meetings, physical method or online method. Different technologies can be used, but these cannot be replaced. No? This should be continued. But when we have teams, in addition to the traditional meeting, we can use a lot of new techniques to share information. Right. We can have open-ended discussions, active problem solving, many more can be used in a team environment compared to the traditional meeting method mainly used in a group situation. Even brainstorming, different. But writers call them also as a group decision-making techniques. Group decision-making techniques. Brainstorming is also a group decision-making technique. But in a team only, they can be done really, not in a group. In a group, members are silent. No, they don't talk. They try to listen only. Only leader is talking. They are only listening. Sometimes some members will ask questions. It's mostly 1 minute. Communication is 1 minute. In a team only, they feel not comfortable. They feel informality. Then they try to ask questions or present their views without hesitation. Right. Then next one is performance. Performance assessment or measurement. In a group, members' performance is evaluated indirectly, no? Traditionally, indirectly, not actively, not directly. That means the traditional performance evaluation methods can be used, no? Assigned from the hierarchy. Right. Then in a team, members' performance should be done actively, no? Sometimes it is quickly measured. Otherwise, team task cannot be delivered, no, on time. Therefore, their members' performance evaluation should be done very quickly, maybe per day, day-wise. No, daily basis, it should be done. For weekly basis, it should be done. For monthly basis, it should be done. Sometimes periodical evaluation is not done, but they may be done looking at the task completion of the different stages of the project. Is more result oriented. Team performance evaluation is more result oriented. Group performance orientation is task oriented, not result oriented. Person oriented. Job oriented. Therefore, task oriented. But team performance evaluation is result oriented. So customer oriented. The last one, we have to consider the two concepts, no? Whether delegation or empowerment. Delegation or empowerment. In work groups, mainly we see traditional delegation, assignment of a part of the task to the member from the immediate boss. But in teams, the real empowerment, work empowerment, modern empowerment, work engagement, work fulfillment, work commitment, all happen together. The different skills of team members can be utilized, no? In a work group, it is hardly utilized. The tasks are very routine. But when you do other tasks, assigned by a team, we do have the motivation because our different skills can be utilized. Sometimes we don't expect more financial rewards, but we expect those psychological rewards, no? In team members. We can hold leadership positions, we can share our expertise. Even we can learn from others. We can improve our relationship behavior. We can network with others. Even via Zoom, we involve a lot of such teamwork during the COVID period. Right. So then, in addition to the synergy effect, as per this slide or the table, we can identify some more differences between work groups and work teams. Here there are seven such differences. Yeah, there are 7 rows. Leadership, responsibility, task, product, decision making, performance, delegation or empowerment. And now we are going to identify different types of teams, not the groups. These are new names of modern teams in the workplace. First one is said as cross-functional teams. No? As the name says, the members of cross-functional teams are coming from different backgrounds, workstations. Right. Then they can share a lot of information, problems, issues applicable to their divisions or areas. Then they can come up with solutions also. Solutions, but the performance of the entire team can go up drastically because the members' diversity is very high. Therefore, these cross-functional teams can clearly help or easily help organizational creativity innovation. So we create organizations, creativity and innovations. Can you give some examples for cross-functional teams? Quality circle, quality circle is a cross-functional team. ERP team is a cross-functional team. No? Members are coming from different areas in an organization. Right. So ERP can be established throughout the organization, not only to one division. All division could be divided with the ERP. That SAP. These are packages. That package. It may be applied to the HR, marketing, logistics, strategic management, in all areas. Warehouse, factory, plants, different databases can be kept. No? Different integrated. A lot of Sri Lankan firms are now using and use. But they have not gained the expected result. That's the problem. The massive investment, they are not gaining results. It's a huge cost. Right. Then next one is the virtual teams. It is based on the modern technologies, advancement of new technologies, ICT. And but before that, what's the key reason for that? High use of virtual teams. It is globalization. The technological advancements. Right. Therefore, the face-to-face interaction of members is not that important today. Physical engagement, but there are disadvantages also of non-physical interactions. Right. Therefore, mainly the knowledge-based tasks can be easily done as virtual teams. for the manual task. Some workers should attend their work physically, but knowledge workers can do virtually. Therefore, this is also highly applied to the knowledge work. Engineers can do this, or even teachers can do, lecturers can do, but doctors cannot do. No? Partly they can do, but they have to visit to the premises. Nurses also should do that. But engineers, no, lecturers, teachers, other next software engineers, programmers can do things via online methods. Sort of banking activities can be done online. It's for automated banking, internet bank. In Sri Lanka also, about 70–80% has been done online. The online technology. But in future, the significance of this is very high. Then AI applications can be done. A lot of AI applications can be done to replace the physical work of us in many professions, many business areas. That is another technology-driven type of teams. Even cross-functional tasks can be done virtually. Cross-functional tasks also can be done virtually. Cross-functional trainings can be done as a webinar series. Our executive trainings all are done by a lot of international bodies virtually. Recently, I also participated in this business executive forum introduced by New Zealand. But we were not paid took part. There were a lot of presenters from India, UK, from Philippines, from Japan. From here, 3 of us participated. From our university, there are some other Sri Lanka, those business managers presented. I shared 3 cases. Case that research findings on the role of leadership towards high-performing teams. Leadership is a must. Even in this table, first criteria was leadership. In practice, the cutting-edge factor is what? Leadership. Organizational leadership. The other presenters presented about the new technologies, the need of using new technologies to improve the performance, achieve high growth. Examples are Google, Srilanka. For the world-renowned high growth businesses are firms like Google, Microsoft. But in any country, looking at their typical orientations, we can see high growth business. Those are international level examples, but there are a lot of hidden local examples also. With high growth in a small scale based on their own strategies. In Sri Lanka also, there are a lot of such high growth business. They have not come to the median. In India, there are a lot of high growth businesses. India, Indonesia. in Malaysia and Singapore, without any different sector. Therefore, we have to use the case study method. Case study method. Right. Then self-managed teams, that's the ultimate movement of teamwork. Allow members to organize and manage their work self, but with the team orientation. Then where the high work empowerment can be seen to happen, that the senior managers, top managers of such organizations should have egalitarian cultural values. In that presentation, I shared these things. To talk about leadership, I looked at that based on these things. The need of having egalitarian cultural values or personal values to empower. Not only to delegate, but to empower their people. In Srilanka, we don't see delegation is done. Formal delegation is done in most of the organizations. Then I considered Carson Hospital. It is a public organization, public hospital. No? For them, it's a new learning. As foreigners, they don't have much present understanding about Sri Lankan public sector. It was a very exceptional thing from Sri Lankan healthcare sector. Then another one I selected was one garment factory from the Avissa village shore. It also includes a lot to high teamwork, cohesive teamwork. But there, the role of change was done by the HR director. For Carson, the top manager, director, hospital director, CEO. Therefore, the change agent can be seen from any level. No? It is not necessarily from the top level. Even a worker can do that. Senior worker can do that. Or external consultant can play that role, change agent role. Then a self-managed work team is a group. That's why it's a group, special group. The team is a group. Therefore, the two terms should be considered together. Groups, teams. It should not separate. A self-managed work team is a group of employees who are responsible for managing and performing their technical tasks, and that result in a product or service being delivered to satisfy themselves as well as finally the external customer. That's the ultimate goal, to satisfy the final end customer, end user. But before that, they should be held as employees, internal customers. Then it's a matter of developing and maintaining such a employee-friendly, customer-friendly environment or culture in an organization. Do that, top leaders should use their personal values to empower their people with egalitarian values or democratic values. For a country like us, we need such leaders. Leaders having such values, not individualistic values. Then we don't see that. No? These are some other points, extra points to understand how to develop self-managed teams or groups. Number one is providing the tasks or goals clearly to the members. Then only they can decide the best ways of reaching the goals, achieving the goals. And second, as mentioned before, the group members or team members have enough freedom to make decisions, to plan, execute, and control their work. Then they also need to have the collectivity. They should share the expertise skills collectively to achieve the collective work results product. What we mentioned in the particular table. Right. Then external supervision is required, but it should be minimum. It should be minimum, reduced. Therefore, traditional supervisor role, manager role becomes more advisable or consulting, no mentoring. That's how the traditional supervisor behavior, manager behavior should change from managing and supervising to coaching, like a football coach, cricket coach. Then final feedback and evaluation should be given. In the table, we noted that also under performance assessment. It should be done individually as well as collectively. If there are reward structures, the reward structures of the organization also should have both characters. Individual rewarding as well as team-based rewarding. Both should be used. Then free riders can be minimized. Social locals of free riders can be minimized. If only individual reward system goes on, there can be more free riders. Because there are some individuals who are not willing to contribute. They have the capability, but they stop that. Because they know that they are only benefited personally. Therefore, they don't go extra miles. But to reward the team behavior, there should be a team-based reward structure as well. Then free riders also will work for that, no? Then this is about quality circles. It is another example for those teams. Here, members are coming from different backgrounds. It's a small group with 5 to 10 members in a circle. Not same, different. Then members select the problems to be handled and the methods of operations. Leader is also selected from the group, no? Mostly he or she can be an immediate supervisor. Then members will get trainings on soft skills as well as on technical skills. But those are team-based trainings. Then members will come up with the solutions. First to be communicated to the circle. Then once they have been discussed in a circle, they can be communicated to the middle and upper managers to get their approval. Right. Overall, these are some points to know how to build a team successfully. Then first element is the same one, no? Provision of goals, objectives clearly. If you like, you can take this as another point. Availability of resources. It can be another requirement. Right. Then provision of goals with the clarity, processes and roles clearly. Similar to this, no? But objectives and roles are two different things. That's why they have been taken separate. Right, then the work empowerment, decision-making channels of communication. Then pattern of interactions to manage their task, no? And to maintain the task. Then using social processes and informal teams, informal organizations. Right. Then provision of the effective team leadership. Then provision of the training and development periodical. But there's another one, you can add that reward for the team success. Otherwise, this practice cannot continue. Without team-based rewards. Reward the team success. The last one. Otherwise, this is not meaningful to members, no? To other employees. No benefits. Rewards first. Now it is time to have a break. This is the last point, no? Discussing this, we will have the break. Right. In anything now, there is a dark side also. It is applicable for groups and teams also. Unless properly managed, in a group and teamwork also, these limitations can happen, drawbacks can happen. Right. The first point, there are three limitations actually, though they are presented in one point. You can separate them. First one is what? Non-violation. That means a group shift. Non-violation, no, it's a conformity problem. Some members, as I mentioned in the out group situation, they may not try to know, or they may try to engage in antisocial behaviors in the group or in an organization. Right. It is another barrier, one major barrier. As examples, even managers can engage in these, no, not only the workers. Engage in sexual harassment, theft, lying, bullying, spreading rumors, withholding effects, high absenteeism. Right. Those are antisocial behaviors. All happen with the norm violation, group norm violation. It is one massive dysfunction of groups and teams. And then next one is role ambiguity. In our previous slides, I mentioned, no, to develop teams, groups successfully, the members should know their task roles clearly. No? If it is not happening, that problem prevails. Role ambiguity problem prevails. Right. Next one is another one, different one. It is called role conflicts. Right. Sometimes they are not violating the norms. They know the task to be done clearly, but despite they face this problem, role conflict. That is, human beings, they are not capable to perform different tasks in a given time. Right. Because of that, they face high work stress and dissatisfaction. That's the idea behind the role conflict. Right. Therefore, these norm violation, role ambiguity, role conflicts are three limitations prevailing in groups and teams. The other two are another two limitations. Next one is a group think. It is opposite to the first one. Too much of conformity is also a problem. No? Too much of adhering to the norm may not provide creative, innovative ideas to the group or the team. That is called conformity problem or the group thinking problem. Right. Too much of adherence to the group norms can hinder creativity and innovation of the group members. That's the problem. Right. Therefore, we have to have the balanced way, balanced behavior in any time, not the extreme behavior. Right. Last one is the same one. No, it is similar to the free riding, social loafing. That means some members may not present the individual performance to the group due to some reasons. That is called social loafing problem. Those are called as social loafers. Those members can be named as social loafers or free riders. They may work, right, as working, but actually others are working for them also. They will get the same rewards. Even the rewards given to others. In team assignments also, there are members, they are not working, but they expect their names be put into the report. Only that. Then all of them will get the same mark. Fine. Sometimes they will come to the oral presentation. They have not done anything for the report, but to save their faces, they try to attend the oral presentation. But those are also social workers in education. But in organizations, there are such people. Only a few people, few members. About 3-5%. Then can be here. Right. Then to overcome these, there are solutions. No. One is, as I mentioned, managers should provide individual performance evaluation or individual report and team reports together. Or they have to use punishment, demotions for the poor performance. No? Promotions only for the good performance. Right. That's the end of the handout. It is very interesting, very important, because as employees, we should not only consider our individual performance, we have to consider teamwork, team performance also. That term, this handout help us to understand the unseen areas in organizational performance. Right. Then here we will have a short break for about 15 minutes. Coming back, we will have a quiz. We'll continue in that. There's another lesson, set for leading. That's what I mistakenly open power politics. That's the next one. Therefore, leadership, motivation. What we did on the last day. Communication, groups and teams. Today, and power politics, the next one. All are coming under leading. But after that, we have to do the last lesson, controlling. Then next week, even online team members should be able to upload the PDF copy of the consent book report to the LMS. I need not to activate that. No, it is there. No? Or should I do that? I think I should do. No, I should do the instruction part. I will do that. But you can go up to the 11:59 of next Saturday. Yeah? Don't wait till the last moment. Before some hours, the deadline, try to upload. But only one report should be uploaded to one team. All members should not upload the same version again and again. Only one report to the team should be uploaded. Assume that here there are only 6 teams. There are only 6 PDF copies. That's right. Only one report should be uploaded for one team, not 2 or more copies. The team leader is responsible on these matters. Leader. Right. But not necessarily leader should upload. Even a member can do that. But leader should know that. So a member has done that. Okay, no? Then here we will have a break. And coming back, we will continue. It is here, no? Today we were asked to do up to 5 o'clock, no? As per the timetable sent. Boring to do. But to cover up the respected lecture hours, I think now we are getting emails for 4 hours, 4 hour lectures, not for 3 hours. Here also it is boring. Even the last time it came for 4 hours. Last time timetable no. It is from 1 to 4 no. The last time. This time from 1 to 5. My concepts of management. Contest. There should be an introduction. Maybe in 1 page. But then different concepts. Yeah, they show definition, key principles, diagrams, practical examples. It's a double basic. 1.5 line spacing is not too much. Too much line spacing. You can pull it. This is also to the margin. Reduce the white color, blank areas. Yes. Here also no. Black page. And on right you can justify. No? Justify right side justification. Those are Windows based formatting. Yeah, organizational example, local examples, international examples, all can be given. Leadership, the individual. But you have to do your own writing also. Is the paras own writing. Yeah, if so, you within the bracket you have to cite both the name, year of publication, even page number. If no any changes, the full extraction is page number. That book also can be mentioned there. All right, okay. Okay. Depends on the nature of the concept. Find an example now based on the nature of the concept. You can find an example. Yeah, it is okay.
Some concept we added at least our own definition. Example, so that's when it's the communication we work with the notes and we can bring in the definition.
There are others like Davis, no Davis. They have.
Should I put in the definition for
Yeah, for one concept, better to have one for the type definition. Later you can explain your views. No, at least one should be there. Avoid the checklist type. Checklist type. Avoid the para type presentation should be. Your own what is called inspiration should be given. You can learn that also from the internet sites. How others have written and benchmark it. How they have presented their right. When you read, you can improve that skill to understand how I should write in a similar way. And try to par with the international level. Writing also international level. If it is a comparison, then better to have two colors. No? Two colors. These are some objectives. No? Then objectives should be stated now in these ways. Objectives should be stated. It's okay. Bullets, symbols. I use the same symbol.
Same symbol to every page.
Yeah. So according to the meaning of the communication, we have to use the bullet. It's a warning or something. Arrow, no? Like that. Yeah, don't underline. Underline any submitting. Just bold and have number. This is the not way. You are at the. It is the last one. It's a physical place. The cyber case should come to the last part, but before that, there should be author name, title name, your publication, those things. Link is similar to Agro Hill in the New Delhi, like similar to the physical location, but this is the cyber location. But before, irrespective of the location, there should be a title and who wrote on the title. Those should be present.
Each entity is should be edit the link for
Link is the last.
one.
Before the link, those information should come.
Link, all the links should place in one page. All this details in the other page.
With the link,
With the link,
line by line,
link, adding the link and
you have to revisit to the link now to see the source document. Then there you have to identify the author name, the initials, year of the publication. Then there should be a title or heading also for that material.
and I extracted those information from the articles and
So mainly I ask you to refer the textbooks, e-books, some e-books or Google book. All pages should not be read out. Even with the Google book review outside, a work like this can be done.
I also took one from
Google book review only use some pages with the limitation. Even but book review you should refer to a topic concept. Yeah, but in any book, part of an explanation should be there for the concept. Those can be downloadable. You can download them. I don't worry about the physical reading and online reading, but the material should be very recognized. A textbook. Then actually internet your address should not be given even if you know the publisher name, author name, title. Yes, it is there. Publisher is macro. Mostly during Indian editions are there. Or New York or London. Those should be given. If you can recognize them, that is enough. Need not to give the type address. Type address should be given if it sometimes we read the internet publication, web publication done by consultants, some writers, personal writers also there. But those should not be touched. You can finish this with the textbooks. First thing should be available. Yeah, use this as a very international exercise. So far with it.
It comes to adding services 40.
Well, for the headings also you can use 12, then you have whole. It comes the visibility, not it. More visibility. Don't underline. But you can put numbers. Numbering information. Concept 9, 20, yeah, like. But since introduction is there, I think it is number 1. Introduction is number 1. The first concept should can have the number 2. Section. Okay. Second one, right? All right. Then submitting. So. Then okay. There's a meaning, no? Then here you have to take references also. The conclusion references. Conclusion should be in the body. References is after that. References should be the miscellaneous. It matters. Need not put a number also for references. Numbering is finishing from with conclusion. That's the main body, no? All others are considered as in matters. In matters of the report. And its references. Then take conclusions before that. The body. Conclusion is summary. You have to provide a summary with the task you read and the learning points you gain from this task. But it should be about these concepts. How these concepts would help managers practice. Likewise, conclusion should be over. But you have mentioned what's the task you intended to do. That should be the first one. In conclusion, you have to remind the intended task of the assignment. Then after that, you have to provide a summary of the learning point on the assignment. The learning point should be given not for you, it should be so that you also manage it. Now, as I mentioned, you should do reformatting and number of pages would go down. No? Pages will go down. Okay, first, no, again, don't reproduce the things. You have to mention what was intended in this assignment. Then, what are the learning points? Learning points or implications for managers? Even half of a page, I think conclusion can be done. Okay, don't reproduce. Yeah, based on the task done in the body, you have to give the conclusion. Oh, simply it means what are the learning points gained from this assignment. Then learning points also should be given for managers. Then to face the challenges and convert them as opportunities. Then managers should know these concepts clearly. And knowing these, they should be able to apply these effectively for different situations. Likewise, you can use the conclusion. But again, you should go through the different cover the concepts. As an example of how should not be reproduced, at least one of two can be mentioned as examples. As examples, our report we found that planning plays a crucial role likewise. There were nutrients also. Then definitely the nutrients can be considered under the challenges. Therefore, it's the most difficult part of writing the question. You have to go through and synthesize, summarize your work. The body is similar to the analysis, providing information on different concepts. Is similar to the analysis, providing an analysis. But conclusion conveys the synthesize, summary of the work. Yeah. Okay, but if you look at you have to mention. Sometimes it may be an informal name like IV tender. If you access 2023, then you can say IV tender 2023. Then to refer that, definitely it's an internet one. Your address should be there, but before that you can say IV Panda 2023, then title. Then ask. That's the site, no? Site should come last. There are such sites, no authors, but only that institution.
Yeah, something like Unity also.
Anyhow, you can mention this. Our main concern is to have the relevant information for our work, whatever the source. But we have to acknowledge the source on ethical grounds.
So from ebook and book, something like this.
But if you probably know, then you can download APA guideline. APA writing. Type search for APA writing guideline. Then many sites would come. Select only one, then the selected one would communicate. You to understand how to present a site, then how to put that into the reference. or how to present a figure, how to present a table, all that can be there as instructions. API writing. Okay. You have to search as API writing pattern or style. That's right. Thank you. You need not to mention that if you go with the bibliography, then you can mention that also. You refer APA manual or something. But you go with the references, bibliography style should not be used. All cited things should be presented in references. To go with the references. But for assignments, we don't go with the bibliography. It is applicable for only the book writing, report writing, big report writing. Here you go with the references. Then each and every one in the body should be referred line by line. The reference pattern should be used in these assignments. Not the bibliography. If you have referred Oxford dictionary, then you can put on the bibliography. You are using the bibliography method. But don't use that. Use the reference in it. Right? බැලුවාට මේ පස්වෙනි එක එකට තිබෙන්නේ 6 වෙනි එක නම් පිටු දෙකක් විතර දාලා තිබ්බා. හැබැයි මේ ලොකු වැරදි නැහැ මම බැලුවා මම ඕවර්ऑल බැලුවා. ඔව්. ඒක මම හිතන්නේ කොපියෙම දාන්නේ රත්පෑනේ හරි නැත්නම් හොයා ගන්න බැහැ. ඔව්. ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් මොනවද බ්ලැක් චේන්ජ් එක කරන්නේ ඔය සීරියල් එකක් තමයි. PDF එක අයින් කරගම අපිට පේන්නේ නැහැ. හරි හાર્ඩ් කොපිය නම් මේ හදාගන්න පුළුවන් එච්චර වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැම එකම වගේ බැලුවොත් මේ අර පොඩි වැඩි උන අන්නාසයි කියවන්න බැරි එකක් තමයි. හරි. අපේ අර එක සැරේ ස්පේස් එකේ ඉඳලා දාපොට උනට ඇදලා ගත්තා. හරි හරි. බලන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? ඒක කොහොමද 10ක් තියෙනවනේ ඒක නම් 5යි 5යි නම් 10යි. 10 අමතර අනුරෝධික එන එකක් තියෙනවා අපිට. හරි. එමුණු කියන්නේ මේ ග්ලොසරි එක ඒක So it is there. It is there. Previous one. Start the fish. Right. It is feed by no. Right. Venus thing number one. And also Malaysian and membership card across group, even out group, and informal group. Different types of groups we identify. Janika, number two.
Very high.
Right. It's a different thing. Are you familiar with the new updates of the 2007 Company Set in Sri Lanka? The police areas from 82 Company Set. No memorandum of association. Only articles can cover that, no? Then no ultra vires contract. That is also not applicable. No? Ultra vires contracts. It was also abolished, no? Object close. Okay, it was. Then Indo management rule. It is there. Article should be read, understood, impliedly, no? Turkey rule. It is in Canada. Started in Canada. All cannot be abolished, no? No regulations can be done. Indo management rule is there, I think. No? It can be done with the articles also. But memorandum related explanations were abolished. Right. But bail is there. No? Bail of incorporation is there. Solomon case, that is there. But there are some exceptions for the bail, no? As in the previous act also. Then what are the other special revisions? Share capital. Even individual can also count. It is there. Even one shareholder. It is applied for the treasury, no? Sri Lankan treasury. One example is treasury. Secretary of the treasury. He only can look after the banks, no? Help for that. As an individual. Even in private sectors, individual shareholders can form the. Then promoter, it is applied, no? Promoting director, secretary, auditors, shareholder. winding up. All options in winding up are continued. No? Voluntary winding up, court supervision. Then what are the other things? No major differences. But at views on act no sections, no explanations about the company law. That theoretical part is not presented in the act. But there are some definitions. Definition about shareholder, director, duties, power, all are presented. These also actually hold the company law theories given by the act. But no law cases. I have done a company law book, now I have read it that. That's why I am asking this. But it was not only to provide the act sections with the section as implications, it is to provide the company law, international law. That is better, no? In a combined way, we have to give the knowledge. These days, I thought of it was not such a singular book, no? Just market. There are small books. About company law. In English, earlier Kemal Wickramasinghe book was popular. No? It has not been edited now, updated. Kemali, that black color book. It is corporate law. No, company law. But both are similar names, no? Corporate law, company law. The same name. Okay, that's those are the major concerns, no? Avoiding that memorandum of association, ultra-wires contracts, all have been accommodated under the articles, memorandum of articles, prospectus, everything goes on. Those are applicable. Right. After the winding up, there are some other sections like administrator, executor. Prevailing. Right. Inspection by the registrar. All are there, no? Otherwise, the law cannot regulate companies. Okay, right. Thanks. Mabuk Kana. No? Mabuk Kana. Always blanks. Vineka, number 5. Number 5, Jayasinghe, number 6, IR Jayasinghe.
And showing members and leaders argue each other to fill the task. And mostly members and leaders are giving agreement for compromise about the government rule, and performing means contribute to achieve the performance of the group or team. And last adjourning means the adjourning means keep changing happening, that the company can continue with the changes. So this one is applicable to temperature T.
Right. MR Jasmine, number 7. The other Jasmine. Available. Absent. Tilakaratna, no? Number 9. Veera. Veera. Number 9, sorry. Veera, right.
Casualties are made up of individuals who work in different physical locations and use technology and collaborative tools to achieve a common goal.
Madhushani, number 10. Samarapur, number 11. YT. Saman Malik, number 12.
Come together to achieve the common goal. It typically includes employees from all levels of an organization. Example, marketing team, IT, sales.
Pavindya. Pavindya, 13. Ultimate goal is what? Satisfied. But before that, employee, internal customers should be satisfied. Right, then KDT, number 14. Guessing how anything. Yeah.
And share information from periodically discussed technology.
Sudarshan.
Application university department for responsible areas. The group users can share their information, information. Yes. So examples are circles, ERP teams like that.
Yeah, computer chat. Computer. What's the stage? I consulted you for that purpose. Number 16, 16. All right.
Today was an imitation of troops and queens. Violation and
Now, minus.
grouping is too much. I can the group nonsense.
If we finish before 5 today, it's now minus. It's also a no violation no? Against Jennifer Miss. Violating Jennifer Miss communication. Right, clear again.
This virtual teams, this concept came with the modern technology where the people gathered virtually to discuss the knowledge-based task in an organization. Basically, this will most suitable for the knowledge-based workers using digital tools such as video conferences and emails. And also there's a disadvantages also such as no physical involvement.
Can this be applied in worker labor? Possible to certain level in the warehouses. That's why just in meaning of just in time, no? Replacing the buffer stock. Maintain the minimum stock level. It is another virtual method, no? Even vendors can identify the inventory level no, of the company. Then they can replace. Even accounts people can do no work from home. It's widely applied. Machine workers should attend the work. Machine operators like garment sewing machine operators. They can use virtual methods, no? They should attend. Wonder 18. Wonder. You are the one, no? I could not remember your name. Yeah, what's your today's turning point? Another one, all this. No. Set manage. Third one. The best team and goals to be achieved. Goals to be achieved. They have greater freedom, choice, wider direction, planning, execution, performance. External supervision is lower when we compare to our group. But in evaluation performance, they are considered as a yes, but they should not misuse the freedom given to engage in other activities. Right. Gautam, 19.
From various department of function data. Overall functional data and training of team members, information sharing and team complexity perform. For example, quality cycle ERP system to your organization using the service of things.
Galle also a cross-functional team. Came from different parts of the country. The board pays Galle, the cross-functional team, and represented many professionals. The mass group. Athidiya.
Collective work. That means collective work would mean at least to have to work together. And there are several different between in work team and in the leadership community in the product meeting and delegation side.
Right, but both exist, coexist in an organization. We managers cannot separate them. So there are differences. Right. 21 is blank always. No, name knows. Itanagi, 22. Absent. The last day also absent. 23, all blanks. Right, next one, 24, Mohammed, online, no?
Yes, sir.
So your learning point on groups and teams.
Today, my learning point is factors to consider when building successful teams. First one is identify the objective of the organization and resources availability for achieve that organization objectives, and identify the process and roles, and training and development of the team members, and provide rewards to the group. And there should be a good management and leadership processes. And there should be attention to tasks and functions of the group.
Then you are from the Arabic area, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then looking at the Arabic society, what's the typical nature of the social grouping, family grouping compared to Sri Lanka? I have heard that they love to have extended families in living.
Yes, sir.
Collectivity is very.
Yes.
In both situation, it is a disadvantage, no?
Sometimes it might be.
Asa strict by the now, that is a problem, no? Now it is a disadvantage. If any hazards happen, there can be more victims, no, due to that.
Yes, sir.
They are asked to leave, no, from the border.
Yeah.
Very crucial, no? Now, even UN cannot control. They may be supporting to Israel. Therefore, this should. Anyhow, we can't take one side, actually. We can't take one side. Then we have to see the historical evolution of these countries. Overnight, these have not happened. There are many routes. Then we have to see the routes. Okay, then in organizations also, I think that is promoted, no? The collectivism, isn't that in your work setups? You should employees are respected, no? They are seniors.
Yes, sir.
Is high, no? Right. Okay. That's how I think the decisions should be made hierarchical. Right. The other numbers are mostly with blanks. Ahmed 25. You see there, Ahmed only attended on one day. After that, absence. 25, Ahmed. Then 26, 7 blanks, no names. Khalid 28%. No?
Should be based on the endorsement of foreign people. For example, like knowing teachers and teachers or teachers and companies. It is explained that these are special employees for the support technical tasks that became in a product for sale. So being delivered here, the main objective is satisfying the employee.
Right. Right. Then 29, 30 are only numbers with blanks, no names. Randika 31.
And the point is that manage teams. The group of employees who are responsible for managing and performing technical tasks that result in the product or service to individual client, internal and external.
Yes, sir. Right. Next one, Farwan online again 32.
Yes, sir. My learning point is today the stages in group developing process. There are 5 stages. First one is forming, second one is storming, and third one is norming, fourth one is performing, and fifth one is adjoining. Forming means building a group with the objective, with the people and set of rules. Storming means at the time of initially building the group, there will be some resistance with the leaders and subordinators, so that should be sorted out in a proper manner. Norming means developing work together by developing real close relationship and by making them a comfortability. Fourth one is performing. Performing means try to achieve the objective or the desired work. Fifth one is after completion of the work, the team is the closing stuff for the members are leaving. That's what.
Right. Then in your area or in your locations, teamwork is high or less? Collectivism. Collectivism means highly expected or not?
No, teamwork is we are working as a team.
Team, no? Teamwork is high. Listen, no?
Yeah.
Right. Next one, Hasim. Physical. Lastly, he presented. He has presented. Today absent. Hasim, no? Absent. Lakma, 34.
Depending on the group country was going non-violation, that can be violation company policy and procedure, which is affected to the antisocial behavior such as sexual harassment, thieves, and withholding the first. Next point, conformity problem. That can be too much of adherence to the group may reduce individual creativity and innovation. Next, social lobbying. It may reduce involvement of individual to the group activity.
Can you give an example for social lobbying?
Individual group assignment, as example, some person may not their part into the group contribution. That can be affected to the whole group as a negative.
These behaviors actually starts from family, no? Family, from the childhood. No? Sometimes parents are promoting these things. No? Only I have to use weight like this. No? Only is discouraged. Oh, in other way sometimes. Only is encouraged, I is discouraged. Therefore, then once they become youth adults, they can't change those behaviors. Therefore, we have to promote equality, no? From the family. That is the idea essential. Next one is a number. No names, all are blanks. 35 are blanks. Right. Then next one, Jaya Shant, 37. Jaya Shant.
And about the range. So, set body stream, cross functional teams, which would the cross functional teams, cross functional teams are made up to the individual from various departments or functional areas. Following the functional and cross training of the team members enhance the information sharing, team interaction, and team performance. For example, helping organization creative priorities and equal virtual team is the advanced IT increasing globalization and the need for the speed made face to face the interaction team members less important. So the members performing knowledge-based tasks in remote location are called virtual.
Yeah. How do you think the empowerment level or the teamwork orientation of sales girls in our supermarket chains, like in sales girls in Cargill's, Food City, Field Super, how you can explain? They are more teamwork oriented, self-managed. Yeah, to a certain level, they do self-management to make decisions about what is called pricing, discounts, apply discounts, but they have to follow the same allowed discounts, giving points. What is serving pleasing customers, deciding whether they should give more bags, right? So help the customer. Those aspects they have been using these, practicing these. Self-management. In the morning, there can be team meetings to instruct them. No? Late evening also there can be meetings. They are having alternative work hours, no? Shift hours. Then we have to learn these things from our setup. All these have come from the West through textbooks and research articles. But by knowing them, we have to see, observe, and learn how those things are happening here in our setup, in our country, in our businesses. Otherwise, no point. Then importantly, all of these, no, all these should be matchable to our cultural values, attitudes, habits. Understand. Otherwise, people will not follow them, use them. Right, then Gunaratna 38 is not continuing in the program. Only one day he or she has attended. On all other days, absences. 38, Gunaratna. No such an individual. Right, next one, Kala Shini 39.
leadership, training and development, and reward for the team success.
Few more to finish. Welcome again.
But we have teams they has the shared leadership and has a significant purpose in collective products.
So it's everything.
As the process of the organizing the past and processes. Things within the external together and emerging past relationship like this. And the communications and things as individual as a particular needs other individuals and joining things members join the organization and organization can develop new things and also it can apply to any field. It means achieving goals with people.
Then your name, everything deals with the form storming or no? The meaning of everything. Storming no me. It is more with storming no. Diane, number 40 online. Diane, are you there? No. Not today. Right, then later I can one day came late now. Just before finishing the class, he shouted and got involved. Today also then shall I keep that? Today also no, he may happy. Udayanga number 8. Again online, no? Udayanga.
Yes.
08.
Yes, sir.
What's your answer?
Today my learning point is type of teams. First one is cross-functional teams. Individuals from various department or functional areas contribute to these teams, and team members overall functional range and cross-training improve, share information, interaction of team, solutions, and team performance. And second one is virtual teams. This type of team members performing knowledge-based tasks in a remote location. It is less important to face-to-face interaction of team members. And third one is self-managed teams. This group of employees responsible for performing and managing technical activities that result in delivering satisfied of product or service to customers, which internal or external.
Yeah. In this regard, how to perform? How you perform there in your workplace? In what manner?
mostly sir that virtual and cross-functional.
Then have you been enjoying high freedom or empowerment? Oh,
Yes.
only delegation happens.
Yes. No sir. Enjoying sir.
Enjoying and working.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Right. Next one again online number 36. Rishmi. Rishmi. Yeah, I can easily read these tiny letters. I don't know what's the reason. Eyesight might be improving. No? I had a problem for the short distance. Very short distance. Long one is very good. Even I can see a small bird flying there. Okay, yeah, what's your learning point? No, Rishmi is there. 36. Maybe absent, no? Right, next one, Copper again, no? Copper again, online. Number 26, as said, Copper again. Earlier came by online. Yes. Today, not available, no? Kavindi. You are the one. Right, then as per the list, that is over, but anyone remaining as not presented today from both sides? Anyone remaining to answer further? No. And then Galle is also not coming today, no? Then shall we have the total count then? Plus take. $27 from both classes, both modes. 27. I think it is fine now. That's the average size, total size. Now 10 to 4. We violate the norm or comply with the norm. At least we will try to read a short caselet. Since we have 10 minutes more. Problem is this now. This is taking more time. Can somebody go through and find the particular page as one did on the last day? This is idea. To help me, probably at least it takes time to scroll up and down. So it should be relevant to the teamwork, no? Group and teams. in this book. There should be a case or case study. If you can see the exact page number, then I can use it. It is power and politics, no? We wanted to have, but it will be done on the next day. Organization of change. Can somebody see the particular page? They found team and teamwork 264. No? One before the last. Chapter one before the last. Before the just before the controlling. 264. No? That is the one. Quality circles. A1. This is the one. Okay. Go and associates. Yeah, self-managed. Case study. Self-managed teams at WL Go and Associates. Go. In India. Are there questions given at the end? Case questions. What are the questions? Two questions given, no? Explain the benefits of team development methodology adopted here, no? Yeah, they may be somewhat similar to the concepts we studied here, or maybe the typical one. Right, then maybe production sales might be introduced here. Then we have to identify them, or briefly explain them, not different benefits. Can the concept of manufacturing sales, that's the typical method used here, be employed at the other manufacturing processes at other companies too? If not, what are the constraints that the others will have to face? Then we have to identify the points comparatively. First, we should know what are the things working here properly Then based on that capacity, we have to identify whether those also can be work in other environments. Right. But you have to identify the reasons. So we are in the successful functioning of teamwork, self-managed teams here. Right. And if you note them, then you can easily provide the two parts of the answer for the question 2. Then without my reading, I think you can now proceed. I gave some hints. Right. Go and Associates manufactures Gore-Tex, the waterproof fabric found in outdoor clothing and face clothes, as well as other Teflon products for medical and industrial uses, clothing or uniforms. William Bill Gore, the founder of this, and created a company with a unique way of operating agriculture. He introduced the concepts of worker self-management, empowerment, and teams more than 30 years ago, what we noted in our lesson today. No employee has a formal title. All are known as associates. Good to have the minimum gaps. And the company has no formal structure. It is very informal, right? Then that will be, those may be some reasons, no, to operate these positively, with good relations among workers as internal customers. To be hired, an individual must be sponsored by an existing personnel through employee referral firms. No? Recruitment is done. It may be another reason. No public advertisements. That might be done, but selection might be based on this. Even Sri Lankan firms are using that referral methods to make the final decision of selection. Right. In universities also same like in public organization also it is the method used. But they have to do open advertisements as a legal requirement. Right. Who must also find work for the new employees to do. Right. The sponsor continues to advise the associate and event market so her abilities to project teams in the company. For example, an individual who acts as a product specialist takes charge of developing a new product. This person then creates a team to work on the product development. Expertise should be used. The team expands its membership as needed to perform various functions. That's how we identify teams in developing. In the table also we noted these characters in that column, team column. They do not need to consult with individuals outside the team on budget or other decisions that mainly affect the team and its product. They have the expertise. They are sharing the knowledge, each other, collectively. Team members would perform functions traditionally performed by managers, such as scheduling and assigning jobs, maintaining equipment, ordering supplies, and keeping business data about the team's performance. That's what I mentioned. No? We can't totally abolish the traditional works. While continuing them, we have to introduce new things in a parallel way, in a balanced way. Yeah, innovation, creativity should not be misunderstood. No? There's an evolution in the traditions. A team can grow to become a plant, but can have no more than 200 associates, so that members are familiar with all those in the group. In principle, an entire work operation can become a large self-managing team, large one, in which each member is self-managing. As the team grows, it divides into multiple teams known as manufacturing cells. There are different cells. It's a typical nature. Each team member can perform most manufacturing processes, but agrees to assume certain ones as his or her personal responsibility. It cannot be given to another. He or she should be responsible personally, individually. We noted all these in our handout as norms or as practices or principles. Those are in the practice. Principles are only in the practice, nothing else. Once an associate makes a commitment, he or she is expected to follow it. Each team has a leader who emerges from within the team as a result of discussion and consensus. We noted that, no? How team leadership can be appointed among themselves, no? With the consensus of them. The approach used here is in marked contrast to that used in companies with a clearly established set of reporting, relationship, and formal titles for all employees. Right. Those are applicable to other organizations. No? Then that part can be used to organize your second answer. Right. In traditionally functioning companies, leaders are appointed and teams are not self-managing but are supervised by a manager. But we propose no, those should be transmitted towards coaching, consultant, mentoring. No? Traditional roles should be transforming. In 30 years, actually, these team concepts started from 1990s. Now it took about 3 decades, not 30 years. In 30 years, W. Go and Associates has grown to a company with this much associates workforce, which is very big, no? 35 plants worldwide, and revenue close to $1 billion per annum, per annum. Size is similar to our Sri Lankan budget, national budget. But our people are begging it. That amount is big. Even our president goes to China to beg money. And a lot of treasury bills those again, no? Coal up. Then again they have to, print money, no? Hence, when they are mature. Right. Question 1, I am not politicizing, I am explaining the reality. Questions. Explain the benefits of team development methodology adopted at Go and Associates. But you have to blend the concepts you learn from the lesson and from other lessons and some actual explanations given here. At least 5 benefits should be identified and briefly explained. It is as we explained. But before explaining, you have to identify the point. What are the benefits? That's a large team, then small team, no, as manufacturing cells. That is one explanation, but there were many other explanations. One benefit. Motivation and morale of the members can be maintained at top. No? That may be one benefit, no? But you have to explain how it is achieved here. Team members' motivation, morale, satisfaction, commitment, etc. can be maintained at top, at the highest level. That may be one. Another one. The most right member can be selected easily, with the referral method. You see it. Let me elaborate that. Then performance is evaluated team-based, no? Team-based performance on remote methods are have been implemented here. Then the issues we identify at the end of the handout cannot be minimized here. No? Now violation, group thinking, role conflict, role ambiguity, social lobbying, all can be minimized. No? Then creativity innovation might be borne up, no? Otherwise, this company cannot stay competitive in the global market, no? And high synergy. Through the high synergetic results, it has achieved these drastic results, no? Performance or benefits. KPIs, no? Increase workforce, increase plant sizes, number of plants, and finally increase the revenue, annual revenue. That should be the last point. Huh? Result explanation should be the last one. Before that, there are some other explanations. At least in those ways, no, the points should be identified for the first question. Right, then can the second one, can the concepts of manufacturing sales be employed at some other organizations and other manufacturing processes? Then if not, that hint is given, no? Then you have to say no. This is typical to this organization only. In others, you can say it is very difficult to adopt it. That's how the question is given. No? If no, what are the constraints? That's the other. The one is hierarchy. It was mentioned in a place. Mostly in introducing teams and groups, most companies are using, organizations are using traditional method, functional method, hierarchical method. That may be one major barrier. Not seen here, but well seen in other companies, other manufacturing processes. Likewise, you have to identify some other points also. One may be leadership, no? Here, egalitarian, no? Very consensual leadership style is working from the top. In most other organizations, we don't see that. Those have command, very autocratic leadership, task-oriented leadership. That is that. Then here, even founding leader, transplanted these practices, norms at the very beginning. But it takes more time to come to that stage by most other organizations. But here it has happened from the inception. Likewise, you can explain the reason. Not reasons, some constraints, barriers for other companies to power with this one, this case. To find a point, you have to go through the parents. Right. But everything should be done with the recalling the concepts. Always your mind should move with the concepts, relevant concepts you study in the lesson or in lessons of the subject. But you can use them blindly, no? You have to provide the answers effectively, no? To match with the points given in the case. Then you have to go through the paras. That's the blended approach you have to use all the time. Okay, no? Yeah, between 4 and 5. Or closer to 4. Yes, closer to 5. What to do? Stop the class. Now at least you should provide the answers for this case. I give only the guidelines. You have to see. And then at least we will finish. You can go up to mid of November now, but there's the holiday, falling on Saturday now, public holiday. Saturday no classes at here. You have to skip that 28th or something. Then next week, when I come and do 12th lesson, all teams should be able to upload the PDF copies of the report. Now you have to fine-tune the report. Now no time to find the facts and to time it. So it should have been finished. Now, team members and the leaders should cross-check the writing to edit them into the flow. Okay, then here we will wind up. Then online members also can view the meeting now. Okay, thanks. Then likewise we will continue. Depending oral presentations, we will have them on the last day. The last given Saturday. From 1 to 4, 1 to 5. If so, the presentation gives 10 minutes. All members should jointly do that. Online members can use the Zoom. Even they can on video while presenting. There may be only one team, I think, from their side. Okay. Okay, then we are leaving.